stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the very foundation of the NFL universe, something that could reshape the entire landscape of the 2026 season. If you think you've seen everything, if you believe the transfer window or the trade deadline was crazy enough, then hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to unveil might just be the biggest secret yet, something so explosive, so unprecedented, it could turn the NFL upside down in the blink of an eye. And trust me when I say, I'm not just talking about a rumor. I've got sources so deep and so locked down that only a handful of people in the league even know what's really happening behind closed doors. This is a story of a superstar. An elite, game-changing player whose name has been whispered in the halls of NFL power brokers, and some of them are so nervous, they're pacing their offices like caged animals. Right now, a flurry of phone calls are bouncing back and forth across the league, encrypted messages flying under the radar, the kind of activity that only happens when something massive is on the brink of explosion. No, I'm not talking about a minor trade or a veteran signing. This is something on a whole different level, something that could alter the entire balance of power in the NFL. And the crazy part? Nobody outside this secret inner circle has a clue. But the clock is ticking. The next 48 hours will be critical. Why? Because the San Francisco 49ers, yes, the 49ers, are allegedly working on a move so audacious, so bold, that it defies logic. A deal that would shock every NFL fan, every analyst, every rival team. And I know, you're asking right now, who? Who's the player that could have this much impact? Who's the piece so valuable that the 49ers would risk everything for it? You need to stay with me, because what I'm about to share is beyond anything you've ever imagined. I can't give away the name just yet, but I promise, what I reveal next will blow your mind, and if you're not already on the edge of your seat, then you're not paying attention. Because what's coming is an insider's countdown to the craziest, most secretive, most explosive trade scenario in recent NFL history. Buckle up, because this is not just a rumor. It's a revelation that will redefine the game. Now, before we go any further, I need you to do one thing: hit that subscribe button. Smash that like. Activate the bell. Why? Because if you're truly a die-hard NFL insider, you know that these secrets don't stay hidden for long. The league moves fast, and what I'm about to tell you could be the biggest story you'll ever see in your entire football fandom. So, if you're ready to be in the know when the dust settles and the truth drops, then listen closely. Because I've got the inside scoop that nobody else will tell you, and once I reveal what's really happening, you'll never see the NFL the same way again. Now, let's set the scene. The San Francisco 49ers, a franchise with a storied history of greatness, is desperately hunting for a piece that can elevate them beyond their current Super Bowl ambitions. Kyle Shanahan, a veteran mastermind, knows that to conquer the NFC, and maybe the world, they need a game-changer. Their roster, as talented as it is, still has glaring gaps at linebacker, and more than that, they need someone with the capability to elevate the entire defense into championship level. Rumors say the 49ers have been secretly scouring the league for months, exchanging encrypted messages in dark corners of the NFL's inner sanctum. Private jets have been seen landing in clandestine spots, confidential meetings held in undisclosed locations, all aimed at one goal: securing that one missing piece to finally push them over the edge. And then it happened. A breakthrough. A name so huge, so explosive, that everyone involved is biting their nails in anticipation. It's not just a name to add to a depth chart, it's a game changer. And I'm not talking about a quarterback or a superstar wideout. What the 49ers need right now is a premier linebacker. Someone who can anchor their defense, bring unprecedented leadership, and strike fear into the hearts of their opponents. Someone like Ernest Jones IV. Yes, you heard that right. Ernest Jones IV, the 26-year-old linebacker currently making waves in Seattle? The player whose name has been on the NFL's most wanted list for a monster trade? Rumors are swirling that the 49ers are eyeing him with laser focus. Why? Because Jones isn't just a linebacker, he's a force of nature. Let's break down the mountain of data. Ernest Jones IV, born November 22, 1999, out of South Carolina, already in his 5th season in the league, has been a revelation since entering the NFL. Standing 6 feet 2 inches and weighing 230 pounds, he's built like a fortress, perfect for the modern NFL linebacker. During the 2025 season, despite injuries, he played 15 games and led the Seahawks with a staggering 126 tackles, including a mind-boggling 12 tackles in Week 13 alone, an astonishing performance that included 2 interceptions, one of which was returned 85 yards for a touchdown. Think about that, an inside linebacker with the ball-hawking instincts of a cornerback, the tackle prowess of a linebacker, and the offensive threat of a playmaker. His stats are eye-opening. A team leader in tackles, with 5 interceptions, team high, and almost no sacks, just 0.5 in the entire season. But anyone who has watched him play knows that his value goes beyond the numbers. His instincts are elite, his leadership contagious, and his ability to read plays before they happen is uncanny. When he's healthy, he's an absolute nightmare for offenses. Now, he's under a reasonable contract signed last March for 3 years, worth $33 million, with $15 million guaranteed. Just 26 years old and peaking in his prime, Jones is the kind of player that makes GMs drool. Why? Because he's not just a tackling machine, he's a difference maker. The kind of cornerstone piece every contending team dreams of. And right now, the 49ers need exactly that, a true game changer on defense. But here's where it gets even more wild. My sources indicate that the 49ers are willing to make a multilateral move, sacrificing draft picks, players, and even restructuring contracts just to bring Jones into their ranks. They see him as the missing piece. They believe that with Ernest Jones IV, their defense could become unstoppable, a fortress that rivals the legendary 2000 Ravens or the dominant Tampa Bay defenses of the past. Now, the big question, why would the Seahawks give him up? Here's the inside scoop: Jones has been battling a nagging chest injury lately. It's not serious now, but it's enough to scare some teams. Despite his relentless play, the Seahawks are reportedly considering trading him to address immediate roster needs elsewhere, possibly to recoup draft capital after their push to the Super Bowl. And the 49ers? They're looking at this as a golden opportunity. A chance to strike while the iron is hot, to land a player who could redefine their entire defensive scheme. Rumors suggest the deal could involve multiple picks, perhaps a high second-rounder, and maybe even a young defensive talent or two. The league whispers that if this deal goes through, Ernest Jones IV could be donning the red and gold in just a matter of days. But it's not just about the stats and the roster moves. Behind the scenes, the real drama is unfolding. NFL executives are calling this a billion-dollar chess match, with rival teams trying desperately to block or derail the deal at every turn. The Giants and the Cowboys are reportedly making frantic calls to Seattle, trying to nudge the Seahawks to reconsider. The Chargers and the Dolphins are already lining up counteroffers, anything they can do to sway the Seahawks to keep him. And in the middle of this chaos? The mastermind behind the 49ers push, John Lynch. A GM known for his patience, his vision, and a ruthless approach to building dynasties. Sources close to Lynch say he's working in the shadows, making secret contacts, flipping every stone possible to secure Jones. When asked about the possibility of landing such a player, one insider cryptically responded, "Lynch always plays the long game. When the time comes, he strikes hard and fast." Let's not forget what this would mean for the 49ers' future. Imagine Ernest Jones IV lining up in that red and gold defense, orchestrating plays, shutting down opposing offenses like a modern-day Lawrence Taylor. The NFC West fears it already. But with Jones? They'd be trembling. This isn't just a move for the present, it's a statement to the league, a declaration that San Francisco is back, hungrier than ever, ready to dominate. And what about the financial side? Well, acquiring Jones would require some clever cap management. His current deal is friendly, but to keep him long-term, the 49ers would likely restructure some contracts, possibly extending him and adding bonuses to keep him happy and locked in. The deal could include performance bonuses, sack incentives, and even a multi-million-dollar signing bonus, turning him into one of the highest-paid linebackers in the league. Now, consider the scheme fit. The 49ers' defense under DeMeco Ryans' scheme, aggressive, fast, zone-based, would be amplified with Jones's ball-hawking skills and sideline-to-sideline speed. He would instantly become the quarterback of their defense, calling plays, adjusting coverages, and shutting down the league's best rushing and passing attacks. A player of his caliber could push their defense into historically elite territory, perhaps even into the realm of the 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the 2013 Seahawks. And what about next season? Expect an immediate impact. With Jones, the 49ers' tackles could skyrocket, their third down stops would become nearly impossible, turnovers would increase, and opponents would have nightmares trying to particularly contain his relentless pursuit. Plus, his experience in winning a Super Bowl with the Rams only adds to his value. He's a proven champion, and he knows what it takes to push teams over the line. So, here's the real kicker. My sources tell me that this deal is more than just a contract negotiation. It's a statement, a declaration that the 49ers are finally willing to cross the lines, break the bank, and make history. The league is watching. Every rival GM, every head coach, every analyst, all eyes are locked on San Francisco. Because if this trade goes through, it'll be remembered as one of the most audacious and impactful moves in NFL history. And the wildest part? It's just getting started. The next 48 hours could be the most pivotal in league history. This isn't just breaking news, it's an insider's revolution unfolding right before your eyes. So, stay tuned, because what I reveal next could change everything you thought you knew about the NFL, and the game's future may well be up for grabs. But I want you to understand one thing: this isn't just a story. It's a warning. A warning that the NFL's landscape could shift forever, and the league's most powerful insiders believe this deal is on the verge of becoming reality. The question is, are you ready to witness history? Because once it's done, there's no turning back. And trust me, when this secret finally explodes into the open, it will be remembered as the move that defined a new era. The move that sealed the future of the San Francisco 49ers and reshaped the league's power structure for years to come. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is the mystery player? Do you believe this deal will actually happen? Hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am, and share this with every NFL fanatic you know. Because when this story finally breaks wide open, you'll want to be the first to say, "I knew it all along." Stay locked, because I'll be right here, bringing you every update, every scoop, and every secret that the league doesn't want you to see. This isn't just news. It's the inside story that will redefine the NFL. And you are right at the heart of it.